Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Heck Creative. This time we're going over some comic figures from the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure Wave. Before we begin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Jesse Heck Creative, hit the bell icon for more creativity, and leave a comment answering the question, who would have been a better choice in this wave than Frogman? Now let's get to it. So here's Frogman in all his froggy glory. Let's take a look at him, shall we? I love the face. I like the sort of eyes are kind of pearlescent. There's a little sort of dot right here. It might be something that, I don't know if I have to wipe it off or maybe get a spare, but I just noticed that little dot in his eye. Maybe that's new. I don't know if when I'm moving him or something. Very strange kind of figure. He has some like white speckles on his head. I'm not sure why. Maybe they're from glue or something. Kind of weird. You can see his eyes inside of there. That's pretty neat. I kind of wish these were the eyes though. It looks very weird. It's a kind of a weird figure all in all. I like how they reused the Dr. Octopus body very well. Looks very nice. They added the webbed feet. They added a little backpack for him with a little sort of nose sign. That's pretty cool. So his head goes up this far, down this far, swivels around. It's on a ball hinge. Goes out the arm this much. Pretty good. Swivels all the way around. So with the bicep, double joint elbows goes up pretty well. This gauntlet kind of hinders it a little bit. This sort of glove piece goes around here, goes up this much and down this much. We also have a swivel at the chest, goes around and down this far, crunching back this far, really far. This backpack thing, it can't really move that well. It's plugged in with little pegs in the back there, plugging into those little places where Dr. Octopus's tendrils were, where they used to be. He doesn't have any waist swivel at all. I wish they had that, but then again, you don't need this. I don't know, whatever. I love the little sort of web, kind of, not web, the little scale, little eye-looking things, little almond-shaped things. It's a pretty nice touch. We also have splits right here. Goes out this far, goes up this much, back this much. Better back than up. Don't know why everything is sort of coming apart on this guy. It's kind of weird. A lot of paint. Swivels around here on the top. Doesn't touch the butt, but pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good for a frog. Goes sort of out. Kind of pronates a little bit. Goes out a little bit. A little bit loose on the leg. Goes down. Goes up. Not that. There we go. A little bit farther. There's a spring on the bottom, which is kind of weird. And a peg. He has pivot over here. And also we have peg holes, and yeah, that's kind of it. The web is a little bit rubbery, which is pretty nice. It's a good figure, not my favorite. I know I have some hands from him over here, and here they are. That's the wrong one. Sorry. I'm going to darken this section behind my station. There we go. He has fists. They're nice. I kind of like these. They're creepier. Frogman's weird. I think that's kind of it. I wish Spot was in this line. This is kind of rubbery too. It's interesting. It's good figure. You can get two to be Frog. One for Frogman, one for Leapfrog. And yeah, Frogman. Frogman stands at just about 6 inches tall. Here's another equally absurd animal character, Squirrel Girl, next to Frogman, and Jesse Heck Creative. What do you mean you don't have a banjo? What kind of frog are you? So we've seen Daredevil's villains, the hand ninjas, and now they're here in the plastic. So yeah, this is really cool. Nice hand ninja figure. It has a really cool look. I like the sort of gi feel. I like the black and red accents. Doesn't really go overboard on either. It's placed really well and looks really cool. So let's get to this guy. Going over the head, it looks really nice. It has that kind of like sort of weird kind of green eye look. It's very strange and interesting. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if I want these guys to be supernatural, but they kind of are in the comics. They're kind of really weird. They can resurrect stuff and everything. Really cool head. The hood is glued on. Goes around. Goes up and down. Kind of a tough detent on that. Gonna move that around. Work that out. Looks really nice. I like how this looks very well. He's very fashionable for the 2020s, at least early years. We have this belt here that has ninja stars in it, shurikens placed in there. I like the sort of feel of it. Looks like faux leather, at least leather. he comes with this scabbard in the back, very nicely detailed, with a sword. Pretty cool. Good sword there. Very nice. Very cool. He also comes with these little things, these little sort of sickles. They're very nice. Black plastic on that. I think this is painted up here. But in any case, they look really great and fit well into his hands with a good grip. Speaking of hands, seeing as he's the hand ninja, he has these hands right here. He also comes with these hands right here. They're pretty cool. Sort of like grabby hands, or sort of like I'm ready to fight you hands, or like force lightning hands or something, whatever you want to make them. The arms have a butterfly joint that goes in and out. Really good for this kind of figure. Goes up this far, down that far, kind of hindered by this piece right here. Goes around. Goes up this far right here. That looks pretty nice right there. Maybe I could put it a little farther up or something. This joint seems to be kind of stuck. But apparently it's not, so that's all you get. You don't get that much here. It's kind of a shame. Wish it went farther up. Swivel at the wrist. It's the roll of the dice motion, so it goes up and down this way. It's pretty nice. The hands can grip this really well. With these hands, it goes up and down like this. With the holding hands, it goes like this. There's a swivel up here at the chest. It goes down this far, up this far, and goes side to side. A little bit of tilt. Goes around as well. There's a crunch down here under the belt. That's pretty nice at the waist. Goes down, goes back, and that's kind of it. It's like a the Beast, like how Beast was with his articulation. I like this. I wish they use it more going forward. We also have this little sort of belt gi thing here. That's really cool. It's a slit on the side, so you can get to a little posing on his legs and stuff. It looks very good. Works very well. I wish it was a little less rounded over here, so you can see it's a little more rounded. A little, like a slit. It can be fixed probably by, I don't know, just heating it or gluing it or something. Splits this much. Wish it was better. Come on. These are acrobats. Can't go up too far. Can't go back that far. Let's see how this goes. I almost lost the foot on there. As you can see, it's kind of moving off. But you can move it up. It doesn't go up that far. Swivels around. Down here. Goes down. Goes up. An ankle pivot. With 2 peg holes at the bottom of his feet. And I like the wrapping on these at least. It's pretty cool. I don't know why it's shiny. It's kind of strange. Actually, it is a boot. So it's kind of like leather maybe. But I like the toes. Actually, it is kind of a leather. It's a form-fitting material, so it does fit the toes. Probably a sandal underneath there or something for a little more support. And you put the boot over that and you strap it up and lace it up. And yeah, it's a nice figure. It doesn't have the best articulation, but it works great in a crowd with a bunch of stuff. I'll put up a picture or something of all my hand ninjas in a bit. And they look really cool. I love these hand ninjas. They're nice. They look imposing in a group. And yeah, that's your hand ninjas for you. The hand ninja stands at about 6.5 inches tall. Here is the hand ninja next to the Articulated Icons White Ninja and the G.I. Joe Classified Series Red Ninja. And they both look really cool, yet I like the simplicity of the hand ninja. It reminds me a lot of the Articulated Icons ninja, but yet it has a couple of things that remind me of the Red Ninja as well from G.I. Joe. Like the sickles. They both have sickles. That's pretty cool. Oh, and also here's Jesse Heck Creative. He's teeing up to cut off my head, but I just don't think he's going to make it with that scythe. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So last but not least, here is Stilt-Man in all his glory. He's really tall, and he can get even taller. Let's see how he articulates. Let's get to it. You can barely see him in my usual setup, so let me just move him down a little bit and try to get it going. I'll just take his legs off, which sounds kind of weird in retrospect, hindsight, but it kind of works way better for him. His legs are really tall. Let's go over them before going over the body. These are different segments. You can actually take them off and attach them using different parts of the legs. Here's 2 sets of legs, and I think this is the max for me as far as just plain old getting him going goes. At the bottom, you can take these off right there. There's pegs right here, and you can plug them into the top. Make him a little bit more imposing. And stand them up. There's also holes here. You can attach more. You can do as many as you want. I like my max to be 2. It goes up pretty far. Like, my hand's at the top right now, going slowly down at the same rate. Yeah, that's a pretty tall set of legs. But taking these off right here, discarding them for now. We don't need them right now. The legs go around over here on the bottom section, the last two little sort of spacers right here on both. It doesn't matter which one you have, they're identical. On the feet, there's different sort of codes and barcodes and whatnot, so you may want to take that into account. I don't know what difference it has, but just letting you know, something I noticed. It's hard to articulate these. It's kind of weird. You gotta kind of move them. It kind of comes off on you, but you have to like move it down and then up. There's a hinge in here that is just not having the best time working right now, but maybe the other ones will work. So it kind of wants to not really work under my power, so I'm just gonna probably just, you know, try to figure it out some other time or something. I have a bunch of other different feet here I could probably finagle with and work with on this, but there is definitely a hinge. Yeah, the hinge worked. Move that over. Move it over on the other side. And it does hinge. You can see that it does hinge. Very nice. Yeah. Get a little articulation a little bit. You could kind of bend a little bit if you want him to. But yeah, just checking out these feet, making sure that I don't have the same foot. Yeah, they're good legs, good feet. It's just designed for, I think, shock value, honestly. And sort of the way it would just look imposing and cool on your shelf, if you want. So, going back to the StiltMan. His head doesn't really move that much underneath this kind of thing. So, it's just taking that off, I guess. It's way better, I think, without this. You may want to just fix it. It's a nice piece. It looks really cool. I like it. I just wish it was better engineered, so the head can move. That's kind of a shame. But it kind of butts up against these antennas. So that's a point off or something, I guess. Head goes up, goes down, goes around. I like the visage. I like the face. It looks really smug and, you know, come and get me kind of thing. Rubbery over here. I like the sort of ear things, little equal sign on the side. I love his face. The eyes are really well done. You may have to check a couple eyes when you're going through figures on the pegs, just to make sure. So the arms go out and around as usual. That's pretty good. Bicep swivel. Double jointed pinless elbows, mind you. That's pretty neat on this guy. Maybe I can move that up a little bit. There we go. They're brand new, I think, which is nice. You know, get some brand new pieces for this guy. Swivel here at this hand. Goes up and down. And you have this gun right here that's pretty neat. It just sort of slides into his hand. No biggie. It's very nice. Other hand is another same kind of gun holding hand. It's just the same but mirrored. He also comes with two fists, but I really do not see him punching anybody. And it doesn't make sense for him to punch anybody. They're just your normal generic fists. It's just, that's it. Whatever. He also comes with this briefcase. It's a very nice briefcase. You can unlock it and do whatever you want with it. But inside, if you open it up, there's a whole bunch of money that comes out. It has a hollow bottom, so display it from this end. Little angle. Don't get too far down on it, but yeah, briefcase opens and closes. You might want to be careful because it's a hinge right here, and that may not last over time. So just sparingly open it whenever you want to take the money out. I'd recommend not putting the money inside at all. Keeping the money out separate from the briefcase so you can keep it closed. Close it with a little snap. It's all hundreds, by the way. All nicely detailed hundreds. It's going to look great. I have a bunch of these briefcases and a bunch of these hundreds, so expect more photos from me. Yeah, the way swivels, but it breaks up this sculpt over here. Looks nice. Some marbling over here. It's okay. Whatever. And the legs. Let me just put his feet back on. Now the feet, the legs are really heavy, so they kind of wobble a little bit. Legs go out this far, and they go up this far, and then back. This far, not too much. I didn't even go over this. Crunches down this much, goes back, not at all. It's hindered by this. Yeah, it's StiltMan. Overall, you kind of have to be delicate with him, but it's a really cool concept. At least conceptually, it's a good figure, but when you actually have it in your hand, it's kind of hard to work with, and it's kind of a shame because these really butt up against that. You have no clearance room barely. A tiny bit, and that's it, just to clear this little speaker thing or this little light or whatever this is in his chest. Yeah, would I recommend this guy? I guess. I like him. He looks pretty cool. He also comes with a stand, which doesn't work with regular Marvel Legends. I wish it did, but I see that they had to actually make these pegs bigger in order for StiltMan to fit on them. I'd recommend doing, so you have the pegs in the bottoms, one over here, and one over here. And you can just sort of, find where the hole went and put that right there. And that's StiltMan. Yeah, he's huge. Very big guy, very big boy. Putting this in here as a snap, that's it. Slide it in. And this gun hand, just take that sideways, slide that in, and you're ready to go. He's a really good Build-A-Figure. He looks pretty cool. I love the briefcase. I like the accessories more than I like the figure itself. The money is a good plus too. The fists are pretty cool, and the fact that you can just build him until you can't build him anymore is pretty sweet. So yeah, that's StiltMan. Let's wrap this up. StiltMan stands at about 5.5 inches tall to his antenna. StiltMan's legs stand at about 6.5 inches tall, and you can go even higher. Here's StiltMan standing next to the Marvel Universe Giant Man, the Marvel Legends 5-pack Groot, and Jesse Heck Creative. Can I join the circus now, Ma? Huh? Can I? Can I? So that's my review of these figures. Overall, I found them to be a pretty mixed bag, so let's get with Miles first. Miles Morales is a pretty okay figure. He doesn't have that great articulation. His sculpt is pretty good and new with the pinless joints. His face could be in a better expression, and I just feel like they could have done better on him. Peter B. Parker is a pretty good figure. I like his sculpt a lot. It adheres well to the movie. The paint on him is also really good, yet the articulation kind of suffers, even though he has some great accessories. Frogman is just plain old weird. He reuses an old sculpt with a bunch of new pieces. It's kind of middle of the road to me. I don't know if I like his design or not. It's creepy and yet endearing at the same time. Prowler was a great character in the film, and I have a bias towards that, but his sculpt is a little bit lackluster with reusing some parts. They could have done a whole new thing on him. I love his paint a lot, but he doesn't come with anything accessory-wise, and his articulation's pretty good as well. I like the ingenious work Hasbro did with the Hand Ninja and the Build-A-Figure together, yet the articulation somewhat suffers on him, even though he has pretty good paint and a nice, decent sculpt. He also comes with a lot of good accessories as well, and you can army build him, so that's a plus. Gwen Stacy is the best figure in this wave. She has a great head sculpt, along with some good paint everywhere, great articulation, and amazing accessories. StiltMan is a really good Build-A-Figure. I like the customizability you can give to him. You can make him as tall as you want or as short as you want. And also his accessories are really cool. I like those a lot with that briefcase and the gun. He also has some good paint on him where it counts, yet his articulation suffers a lot with his legs and his head. But he's a good Build-A-Figure overall. So last but last, good job, me. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.